Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night, Sarukian versus Gamrot. And I haven't done a video in a while. I had a cough issue, and I'm just getting over it as we speak. And I had, a lot of work to do. And so rather than do a double, post fight or last card and pre fight, I'm just going to do a pre fight and, just whatever I missed, and just start fresh and just get with this card, do a pre fight rundown of the main card as I normally do with my predictions, as always. This is interesting card. This is a lot of up and comers, really talented guys. Guys with great records that could be the next big thing. Truly the next big thing in the UFC. Excuse me. So, with that said, let's kick off the main card. In the middleweight division, we have Chris Curtis versus Rodolfo Vieira. Now, this is, you could see it as grappler versus striker. Chris Curtis versus, and then Vieira, submission expert guy. But Chris is well-rounded as well. And I think he's going to be smart enough to stay out of the guard of Vieira. And I think he's going to land a knockout, and I'll say knockout in the second round. Then in the bantamweight division, we have Nate Manis versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Manis has a good wrestling background, but I think Nurmagomedov's pressure is going to be a lot. And I think he could deal with whatever ground game Nurmagomedov could deal with whatever ground game Nate Manis shoves at him, and then he's going to have striking to counter with whatever Nate throws. So I got this very much of a chess match though, because Nate's a well-rounded guy and great record, but I'm going to go with Umar on here by decision. I think he squeaks out a decision and stays undefeated. Then in the lightweight division, we have Thiago Moises versus Christos Giagos. I'm going to go with Thiago Moises here. I'm going to say third round submission. I think they're both talented guys. This fight could go either way. Christos is highly underrated in my opinion, but I think Thiago Moises gets it done here. Yeah, I'm gonna say Thiago Moises gets it done. Let's see, what was I picking? Yeah, I'll say by decision. I think he takes it to the ground, goes for submissions, doesn't get him, but gets dominant positions and gets a decision win over Christos Giagos. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Josh Priesen, which it says on Wikipedia, Todd Duffy. I don't know why it says that. Versus Alan, but UFC.com and Tapology both have Josh Priesen still listed for this fight. But yeah, against Alan Baudot. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. Alain Baudot, the French heavyweight. From Lyon, France. And I'm going to go with Josh here. I think he's going to take this to the ground, go for a ground and pound. And I think late in the first round, TKO victory for Josh Priesen. Then in the welterweight division, the co-main event, we have Neil Magny, longtime UFC veteran, going up against Shavkat Rakhmonov. And Rakhmonov, this guy, sky is the limit, big deal, undefeated. One of the few fighters on the UFC roster from Uzbekistan. And you know what? I'm actually going to go on a limb here and say that Neil Magny gets the big upset. He's a big underdog in this fight, but I think he gets. I call me crazy, but I think Neil Magny's experience and his "I don't give a crap" attitude. And he doesn't have octagon jitters per se because he's had so many fights in the UFC. I mean, he's one of the highest welterweight fighters in terms of numbers, in terms of appearances in the UFC welterweight division. So I think he squeaks out a decision here. I think he's going to make this a technical match. He's only going to take it to the ground if he sees an opening, but I think he keeps him at bay with the jabs and the kicks. Maybe land some good leg kicks and body kicks. I don't see him throwing high kicks here, but I could be wrong. But I see him doing just enough to squeak out a decision and getting the upset victory. So I'll say Neil Magny by decision. Then in the lightweight division, in the main event, we have Arman Sarukian versus Mateusz Gamrot. And yeah, Sarukian, the sky's the limit for this kid. But I got to go with the Polish here, Gamrot. I think he gets it done. They're both, top prospects. The diehards know that these guys are deserving of UFC headliner. But the casuals may not know them as well. Now, I'm going to say that this goes to a decision. I think this is a 5-round decision. They're both game to go 5 rounds, in my opinion. And they both got the energy. Let's see here. Yeah, they're both in their prime age-wise in fight, and I think they're gonna make this a technical match. Don't know if this is gonna go to the ground. I think it'll stay for the most part standing. I could be wrong, but I think Gamrot gets it done, squeaks out a decision, wins 3 or 4 of the 5 rounds. So I got Gamrot winning by decision. So there you have it. There's my picks. Stay tuned for my future episodes. As always, until then, see ya.